Welcome to Dobby's Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf, and this is what's in my toolbox, the series where I show you the tools I use to repair cars and fix things. So let's find out what's in my toolbox today. And in this instalment we have this US.PRO 5325 vacuum bleeder set and vacuum pump. So it's a handheld vacuum pump. Let me just quickly open this up. You can see there's lots of accessories at the top here. But the main stuff is down on the bottom. So we've got the instructions. It gives you instructions on how to do a few different tests. And there's basically plain instructions. So here's the actual device itself. It does come with a little piece of bubble wrap. I keep it on there just for safety. This is the main part. This is the vacuum pump. Let me just quickly adjust that slightly so you can have a better look at it. So yeah, this is the vacuum pump. You squeeze it and it makes a vacuum, obviously. I'm trying to zoom in so you can see the gauge. There's the gauge. And if you hold, I'm going to hold my finger on the end here for a minute just so you guys can see the vacuum. And then take my finger off. Hold a nice vacuum. Pretty good. I'll show you this in action in just a second. I've got a few demonstrations to show you in this video. But yeah, so the vacuum pump is pretty basic, pretty standard. Got a little strainer valve, so if you need to relieve the pressure you can without disconnecting the pipes. Also comes with this little brake bleeder cap, so it comes with O-ring, also comes with a spare one which is just down here, beneath here. It comes with a second O-ring in case you need it, keep it down there. We've got a little sealing cap, so for transporting brake fluid when you've done, not really use that, I'm not quite sure what the use is for that. We've also got a lovely cap that connects onto this little reservoir for brake bleeding, because I'll set this up and I'll show you this in a second. It's got a nice little suction cup, so you can grab a bit of hose and pop it on. Really useful for putting suction on certain spots, so you want to like pick something up or you want to move something. You just want to make something. So basically the pipes go on here, so this is the sort of piece. I'm going to show you that again on camera. So I pop the vacuum, this little suction cup section on here, and then the pipe just simply presses on this threaded end. It comes with a few of these sort of lamps, as well as some longer lamps. I'll show you all the lamps in them in a minute, but basically what you do, for instance, let me put this up here so you can see. And you can create a vacuum. And useful for testing certain things, useful for sticking to glass sometimes. I'm not quite sure what the use for suction cup is, if I'm honest with you. I haven't found a use for it yet, but if you guys know a use for it, let me know in the comments down below and I will definitely try it out. Basically you press this release valve on here, it was all in one shot, and the vacuum pressure comes off. So let's quickly remove that, put that back down. Pop this one out the way, just over here for a minute. Pop this little suction cup back in, and we'll have a look at the other accessories that come with it. So pop that out for a second. So obviously you've got these two shorter length pros. They are decent lengths, as you can see. You get these two little shorter lengths, and then you get two of the 12-inch ones or foot long ones. So again, depending on what you're using, you know, put one of these off anyway for the demonstration I'm about to do. You get a second one back there. So basically if you're trying to like bleed a brake system, you can use these longer ones. Have various different nozzles and attachments. A little tap line, so if you're trying to test a vacuum on a system, you can pop the lines on here and vacuum test from the middle here. Very useful. Very good for checking if something's sealing properly. And to see if you've got a vacuum leak, and that's another use for that. I will show you and talk to you about in just a moment. And then we have three different brake nipple adapters. So we've got this one here, which is a slightly wider one, and then a slightly smaller one, and then the smallest one, and that just goes on the end of your brake leader nipple. You crack it open, pop this on the end with obviously the pipe on it, and then you can use it in combination with this to remove brake fluid and bleed your brake systems. It does work fairly well. I prefer the pressure bleeding method myself, but I do use this from time to time in brake fluid, mainly for just if I've got an area in a like why not and I can't clear it. Definitely very handy for that. Also quite good for when you're doing brake fluid changes. So we'll show you that in just a moment. So let me, for the moment, just quickly pop all these back in because we won't be using them today. You've also got a straight barb attachment, which allows you to extend the length of your hoses, which is quite good. Or if you want to go from one of these hoses to a hose on a car, again that's the same with these ones as well. Little tapered end connectors. Yeah, plenty in here to look at. So let's show you the first demonstration now. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to take a short one for demonstration purposes. Close it up and pop out of the way for a second. And we'll start with the brake bleeder because that's the easiest one. So here's our lovely little reservoir. And then here is some, let's pretend it's brake fluid, it's actually just water. Didn't fancy bringing in brake fluid in the office today. So basically we're going to connect this up like so. We put one pipe on here and then another pipe on here. I'm going to use a longer one just for ease really. So basically once you get your pipes on here, connect them up to your vacuum pump like so. Can I zoom out a bit just so you guys can see a bit better? That's better. Zoom out, I didn't realise that's far zoomed in, but yeah, connect just in like so. Once you get this on your vacuum line, that one in the middle, you can adjust that so it lines up. We'll pop this pipe in here, and then you can bleed your brake system and get the air out of the system. Or if you want to keep making sure you don't get air in the system like that, but that's pretty much how you do that. Make sure you have this in when you are brake bleeding, otherwise if the fluid gets inside your, let me unplug this for a second. I'm out trying to make a mess, so let's take this water away. Get this pipe out of the way, we'll dry it out before we put it back away. And yeah, so as you can see this is nice and contained. Yeah, you don't want to get fluid into your actual, leave this open as well, and then it's ready open again. Put this out of the way. Have a bit of housework while we're doing this, yeah? No, so that's that done. Let's see. So you don't want to get water into this actual body of the barrel of the vacuum pump because it will just damage it. And another good thing it's good for testing is stuff like this. So this is an EGR actuator of a Mercedes CLA that I had to replace, as you can see. Any reason why I need to replace it? Let me know in the comments anyway. So we're going to put this pipe on here, like so. And now we can check if the valve is actually actuating. As you can see, as I squeeze it, valve comes in, and when I release the pressure, it goes out. And you can also see if it holds pressure. So if you're checking for a vacuum leak and you think this particular item might be at fault, you can hold a vacuum on it and give it 10-15 minutes. If it doesn't drop, you know you've got no vacuum leak. Obviously you may want to up the pressure as well. Depending on what pressure your gauge runs on, your car runs on, you may need to be higher or lower. So just make sure you act within the limits of your car's pressure system. So yeah, that works really well. And yeah, there's a video coming on the replacement of this very soon. And a whole story about that I will share with you. Before this got fixed, there was a quick overall to tease you a bit. This went to 2 garages and neither of them picked up on this particular broken part. But more on that in the future. Maybe release a video on that. Yeah, so the pipe's gone really well. With the vacuum gauge, it's pretty good. It is just a regular non-liquid gauge, so it's not as accurate as liquid ones in my opinion, but it does the job fairly well, and for the price you can't really complain, and it is fairly handy, really robust. You have to watch out for these rubbers, they do like to slide off. That is something you need to watch out for, but I mean, once you know, so well worth keeping an eye on that. I'll grab the case back up and we'll move on to my final thoughts. Take the case open. Nice case it comes with as well, which is really good. Definitely handy having everything kept nice and secure. It does seem to hold up fairly well. I like the different lengths of pipe, and plus obviously you can get your own pipe, so if you want to do something in particular, like you want to maybe get a little converter and convert it down to a smaller pipe, you can do that. That's all fine, just get your own pipe and get your own splitters, and of course there's space in here to keep that sort of stuff in here. So as I expand this kit and use it for more different vehicles, I'll probably end up doing that and finding homes for different bits. But very good. I will recommend this one. Is very good for checking vacuum lines, especially if you've got like a split somewhere. You can pop it in. You can also check map sensors for this, DPF sensors, stuff like that. So it's well worth having. I'm going to give you my final thoughts now, but just before I do, if you're new here, consider dropping a like and subscribing as well. That would be great. The more subscribers we get, the more cool tools we can show you on the channel, as well as more repairs we can do. It's definitely well worth doing that. Now moving on to my final thoughts, I'm going to give this a 3 spanner rating. It's a really useful, handy vacuum pump and bleeding kit. The kit is amazing. You've got loads of different features on it, loads of different parts on it. You can do a lot. Very good for vacuum tests. Obviously, I did mention earlier in the video and I forgot to talk about it, that you can use this for checking just general vacuum on your car. So you can hook, for instance, you can hook this lovely little tee up. This tee is very handy. It's amazing how handy one little piece of plastic can be. And just hook your vacuum gauge in, and then you can just check the vacuum on your vehicle while it's running and see if you get a vacuum or how high the vacuum is, and give you a rough inkling of what the vacuum is doing. If you've got no vacuum at all, you know you've got a big leak. You might have some vacuum. It might fluctuate as the car runs more, as it warms up, so it's well worth having to check. And I will show you a video on vacuum testing vehicles in the future. It's one of the many videos on the long list of videos that I'm going to show you guys. But yeah, overall 3 spanners for this lovely little tool. Really handy, really useful. Especially good for one-man brake bleeding. Maybe you haven't got anyone to help you, or you haven't got a pressure bleeder. This is a cheaper alternative to a pressure bleeder. So yeah, definitely well worth picking up, and I highly recommend it. A huge thank you to my Fixing Club members Rodney, Jason, Sebi and Mr. R. Thank you for support, it really helps me and the channel out. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps both the channel and me out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I post 2 videos a week, so by subscribing, you'll never miss a thing. Got any questions or suggestions? Drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Here at Dobby Repairs, we're all about helping you learn how to work on your vehicle safely and showing you don't need to spend a fortune on tools to get the job done. Want to support the channel further? Become a member, starting at just 99p. Members get perks like early access to videos and more exclusive content. Keep fixing, and I'll see you in the next one.